Hi everybody, good morning, happy Sunday. It's been a lovely sunny couple of days, so thank you for joining us with our Sunday morning stretch out, or Sunday afternoon, or whenever you might be watching this. Let's start just closing the eyes. So we're in a comfortable seat. When I say comfortable, you don't need to be cross-legged like me, just try and sit with a straight spine. And we're just going to draw the attention to the breath in the belly. So you might even pop a hand onto your belly, maybe one on your chest as well, just so that you're really conscious of the breath. Breathing in. I'm aware I'm breathing in, breathing out. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. And just continue. Just watch the breath. So we're not necessarily trying to change the breath in any dramatic way, we're just trying to pay attention to it, just to feel and get a sense of centeredness. And then just note how the mind is today. If it's jumping about like a restless Labrador, just pop your hands onto your knees, but palms down. And if you're feeling really tired and sluggish, maybe you've just woken up, just turn the palms up. Just take a couple more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. So it's all about awareness, all about noticing mind and body. And then we're just going to draw our hands into our Namaste position and just bow our head here. So here we're allowing our spine to curl over, and just see where you feel that tension. It might be the neck, it might be the thoracic spine, it might be lower down. Just take a breath, and then as we inhale, next time we're just going to stretch our hands up to the ceiling, and as we exhale, let's look down at our tummy, and just inhale and exhale. One more time. Then just bring the fingertips down to the ground, and we'll put our right hand onto our left knee and just turn to face the back of the room. So nice sit up straight, exhale, find that twist. And then come all the way back around to the midpoint. And go around to the other side. Inhale, sit up straight, exhale, find your twist. But drop the shoulders down, make sure that those shoulders aren't rising up to the ears. And I'm really filling my lungs up, stretching through the back, and then we'll come back around to the midpoint. Very good. Let's come onto our hands and knees. We're going to put our cushion out of the way, and just do a few cat-cows this morning. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm trying to stay a little bit quieter today, just so you can hear the breath. So we call this Ujjayi breath. As we exhale, we make an audible sound, like your sunglasses are getting fogged up. As we exhale, but with the mouth closed. We'll try one more time. And then just sink down to child's pose. Really push through the hands and then lay the forehead down onto the ground. And don't worry if you're not on the ground. You might be in a bit of a stiffer body today, so let's just try our best. Wherever we are, we'll definitely be feeling a stretch. And then as we exhale, just pop the hands around to the right hand side, look under the right armpit, and breathe into the left lung. That's what I want you to be conscious about, breathing into the left lung. And then come all the way back around to the midpoint, and go around to the other side. And now really think about breathing into the right lung. Stretch through these intercostal muscles. Inhaling. Exhale. And then come all the way back around to the midpoint again. Very good. Let's come up onto hands and knees, and then step the right foot through in between our hands. We're going to come up into our lunge this morning. We always do a little lunge to start with. And just take the hands up. So if we feel quite wobbly this morning, we can move our right foot out to the right hand side of the mat a little bit more. The shoulders drop. Maybe the hands go together, and we just look up to the sky. Dropping the skin of the back, drop down. Inflate the belly as we breathe in, and lunge a little bit more as we breathe out. drop the hands down onto the mat. We're going to step back with that left foot and come up into our down dog position. And just pad the feet. Pad it out. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then push both heels down to the ground. Take a big breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then just lower the knees down to the ground. We'll take our left foot through in between the hands and come up into our lunging position. So don't worry if you're in not such a deep lunge as me, or maybe you're deeper. Wherever we are, just make sure that the knee isn't going over the ankle. So we want to feel like we've got some balance and stability here. Take the hands up, and then maybe the hands go together and we just look up to the ceiling. But my area around here is quite tight. Everything's pulled in, I'm not hanging out. So just pull in all the abdominal muscles, the abdominals, and also all the core muscles. That's anything that attaches to the spine. And then as we exhale, just drop the hands down, and we're just going to tuck the back toes under and come up into our down dog again. And as we inhale, rise onto the toes. As we exhale, let's just push the heels down. Next time, inhale, exhale, and then one more time. Last time, inhale, and exhale. Final push. Look back to the knees, and then we're going to walk the feet towards the hands. Bend the knees and roll up through the spine. Up we go, and rolling the shoulders back. A couple of sun salutations, and then I'll take you through a little flow, a little sun salutation adaptive movement. Exhale as we swan dive down. Inhale, looking up, exhale, planting the hands, step back on the right foot, left foot to meet it, and chaturanga down. So you might be able to go down in one staff. I'll show you that next time. And then we're going to push up into down dog again. And yogi's choice here, you can either pad the feet or stay still. What's happening with the hands? Make sure that all the weight is on the heel of the hands. You want to push the weight forward into the fingers. Maybe, as we stay here and breathe, maybe we take the weight to the pinkies. And then maybe we take the weight into the thumbs. And then maybe we spread the weight throughout the hands. And as we exhale next time, excuse me, just walk the feet forward. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, push the floor away. And then come back into prayer. Next side, inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Step back on the left. Right to meet it, chaturanga down. So keep those elbows in and just lower the body down to the ground. Swooping through into our Cobra Bhujangasana. And we attest on all these Sanskrit names at the end of this series of yoga. And again, this time, just check in. We sorted the hands out last time. Let's see where's the drishti, the viewpoint. Maybe look back at the knees, or if you can, maybe look to the tummy. That gives a bigger stretch in the forehead. Inhale and exhale. So we're stretching from the forehead all the way through the back line of the body, the fascia. Last big breath in. And then walk the feet forward, and we'll meet in a half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the hands all the way up, and then to prayer. Good, we're going to come into Utkatasana now. So just sit down onto our chair, inhaling, and exhale. Got a frog in my throat today. Inhale as we push up, exhale, forward fold. Half rise, feel that in the hamstrings, and then step back into our plank position again. We're going to chaturanga down, and then inhale into our cobra, exhale, forward fold. And then just raise up the right leg here. And then draw knee into nose and step that foot through in between the hands. So it may well look like this. And you grab the foot and put it through, that's fine. Ground the back foot, come back into our warrior. Inhale, exhale. We'll just stay here for a breath. And then drop the hands down to the mat. Let's step back and chaturanga again. Push up into our cobra. Not too big a back bend. We're not pushing too high. Down dog, and then lift up the left leg. Crunch knee to nose, step it through between the hands, and find our warrior on the other side. Inhale, exhale. Nice and relaxed faces, smiling. Let's bring our hands to the back, stepping back, and chaturanga again. Inhale, exhale. Tucking the toes under, and coming back into our down dog. So that's Surya Namaskara B, or Sun Salutation B, from the Ashtanga series. It's good for cardio if we do about 108 of those in a row. But we'll just rest here. Take one more breath, inhale, and exhale. And then just walk the feet forward, and feel free to step or jump if you are a keen yogi and that's in your practice. And then we'll do a Utkatasana. So swing the hands along the floor and sit back in our chair. Inhale, exhale. And then bring ourselves up and hands to prayer. Same again, we're going to sweep the hands down, Utkatasana. Inhale, pushing up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, left foot is stepping back this time. And chaturanga down. Push up into Bhujangasana. That's cobra to you and me. And then back into our down dog. Left leg raises. Crunch knee into nose, step that foot through and find our warrior. Exhale. Hands to the mat, step it back. And again. Inhaling. Exhale. So we want to be moving smoothly here. Don't worry if you're not. But the key to it is just focusing on the breath rather than the movement. We're a warrior on the right. And then exhale, forward fold. Stepping back, chaturanga. Inhale. And exhale. And back into our down dog. And just allow the heart rate just to return to normal here. Again, yogi's choice if you want. You can pad the feet out, otherwise just stay here in our down dog. Inhale. And exhale. So in a moment we're just going to walk or step the feet forward, but we can also try a little jump. We look to the hands, we raise up onto the heel and onto the toes, bend the knees and spring forward, keeping the hips nice and high. Inhale, half rise, exhale, forward fold, and then the chair position again. Or Utkatasana to you and me. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, pushing up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Good. One more variation. We inhale, we exhale. Inhale, half rise, exhale. Let's step back into our plank and chaturanga. In fact, before we chaturanga down, let's put our knees down and do a cat-cow. Inhale and exhale. And then come to neutral. And then let's bring our right foot outside our right hand. And find our lizard pose here. So we're just going to take a breath, inhale, and exhale. If we want, we can stay one more. And then we're going to find a twist. So we keep the left hand on the ground, but we look over our right shoulder. Inhale, and exhale. So really focusing on the breath here. This is the art of yoga. The art of paying attention. And then replace that right hand on the floor. And we're just going to come back into our hands and knees and chaturanga down. Inhale, exhale. Tucking the toes under and finding our down dog. Let's pop our knees onto the floor. Let's do a cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. And then neutral spine. And then step the left foot through, outside the left hand. So it's hopefully outside the mat. And here we are, hip opening, just as we did before. So push so the chest space is shining forward as much as you can. You may find that you've got a round spine. That's okay. We're just going to work to make sure that we're looking forward without straining the neck, not lifting the chin too much. And take one more breath, inhale. And then just bring the right hand into the center of the mat and look over our left shoulder. So our shoulders are relaxed, and I'm just allowing this hip to open. It's all about opening the hip. The left hip, and we're also going to stretch down the right hip flexor. As we exhale, hand comes to the mat, and let's come back into our all fours position, ready to chat right again. Inhale, and exhale, and then we'll meet in down dog. So see my elbows staying really close into my body, and then we're just going to pad the feet here. Walking out the door. Before we push our heels down, how do we feel? A little bit more flexy? Inhaling and exhaling. And then we'll just look to the hands, come off onto the toes, bend the knees, and jump forward. Let's meet in that half rise, exhale, forward fold. And then we'll draw the body upright, bringing the hands to the breath. And let's bring in a tree balance here. So we've done our little warm up, we're hopefully feeling a little bit more flexible, a little bit more awake as well. So just draw the right foot up to the side of the inside of the left leg. And take a breath. And I always like to tell my classes to think about breathing out through that standing leg, as if you're growing roots of a tree. You're just allowing, after that flow, you're just allowing the energy to still. And again, we're still opening that hip. And then maybe we just take the hands up and open the hands up to the sky. Inhaling, exhaling. If you want to make it harder, just look up. Change the viewpoint, your drishti. If you want to make it harder still, just rise up onto the toes, see if you can find a balance. And we'll try the other side. So we're standing now on the right leg, and we're bringing our left foot up to the inside of our right leg. So if you're feeling really wobbly, just keep the toes on the floor, that's okay. But make sure this knee is out, our hip bones are pointing forward. Inhale and exhale. Again, think about breathing out through that standing foot just as you open your arms out to the sky. If you want to make it harder, just look up. Might be easier or harder this side. If you want to make it harder still, keep breathing. You just rise up onto the toes. How are we doing there if we try that? Timber. And then just forward fold. Good. From here, just take the hands around the elbows, put a slight bend in the knees, and we're just going to swing the body around the legs. Breathe it out. You can even sigh out here. This is called ragdoll. And as long as the head is heavy, make sure the crown of the head goes down to the floor. You're not holding and looking at the ground. So don't worry where you are. You might be quite far up. You might be all the way down. Matters not. And then just take the hands down to the mat again. We're just going to come to a seated position and scooch the body back. From here, just bring the soles of the feet together. And I know this is a position that some people really don't like because it feels very hard and your knees are all the way up here. But it doesn't matter. We just want to find a rounded spine and allow the knees just to open out. If you're really struggling with this, get a little bit of volume underneath your bottom, so grab a cushion or something like that, and then we can just get a little bit more height, a little bit more of a guide with helping our knees get lower down than our hips. And just take a breath, inhale and exhale, release in the hips. And then we're going to hold the feet and take our elbows to the knees and just bring the heart space forward so the chest is coming forward. So this is a little bit more of a straight spine. So before we were rounded, we were just hanging out. And here we're really going to lever the legs apart. So this is called Konasana. So we want, ideally, these knees to be on the floor. Maybe next week, huh? Inhaling and exhaling. Lowering the body down. So you should really feel this in the groin. A nice hip opener. And then as we exhale, let's just bring ourselves back up to the midpoint. Bring the knees in. And we'll just roll down onto our back. So we're nearly there. We're going to take the hands along the floor. As usual, just let the knees drop off to the right hand side, but take the head over the left shoulder and just breathe here. Inhale. And again, we can sigh out. So this is a nice twist. We haven't done many twists, but we will do so next week. A little bit more on the hamstrings, on the hips this week. And then as we exhale, just bring the knees up and then over to the other side and look over the right shoulder. And just notice there's a difference. How do you feel from one side to another? Nice big inhale and exhale. And then navel to spine, just bring the knees up. And then grab hold of that right knee and just draw it in. And just circle the ankle. Nothing too elaborate. Be conscious of the spine on the mat when we do this. And then just drop that foot down, and then let's bring in the other one. Just circle the ankle. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then just lay that left foot out on the mat. Right foot lays out on the mat. Palms of the hands face upwards, eyes closed, and we're ready for our Savasana, the best part of yoga, say many. We're just going to take a big breath in, inhale, and sigh it out. And then this week, as we inhale, also tighten everything, clench everything up. Exhale, let everything go. And then just stay here. So if we've been controlling the breath in any way, if we've been trying our Ujjayi breath or making the breath slower or deeper, you can just let that go now. We're just coming back to our natural rhythm of breath. In and out of the body. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, as we've said in previous weeks, this is just giving you a little bit of time to be a human being rather than a human doing. I'm sure there's plenty for you to be getting along with, but you've carved out this time for yourself to do this, so take it. Don't deny yourself what you know that you need. And we're just going to take one more breath here. Fill the lungs and just sigh out anything that doesn't serve. Just let it go before you wiggle your fingers and toes. And stretch as you need to stretch. Hopefully you're still in Savasana, lying down on the mat. Don't worry if you open your eyes and I'm sitting up. And then we'll just roll over onto our right hand side, just like you're rolling over in bed. And I'll meet you in a sitting up position. And just see how you feel this week as you get here. You feel a little less tight in the body. And don't worry if you don't feel $1 million, but just give yourself some kudos, pat on the back for showing up. Thank you so much for joining me. Hands to prayer, namaste.